Right then, this is a video for a very special car indeed in so many ways. This is a Honda CR-V. It's a 2-litre EX manual with 44,000 miles covered. This car's had just one private gentleman owner from new, and he's seen fit to have the car serviced every single year by the Honda main dealership at Aylesbury, the supplying dealer. We've just serviced the car ourselves, just bringing the total services up to 7, with 6 being conducted by Honda. As you can see here, it's fitted with this wonderful exterior urban pack with the high-level rear spoiler, chrome garnishes on the front and rear bumpers, and these beautiful 19-inch upgraded Honda alloys. It's a lot of money's worth of options. What's almost more impressive is the way he's kept this car inside and out. I have been selling Hondas for over 20 years, and every now and again you get a car like this one which justifies everything. Price, desirability. It is a wonderful, wonderful car which the video will not do justice to. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. The car's in the shade, the only reason being that the sun is beautiful and I don't want it to go away, but it's rubbish for doing videos, so any imperfections actually show better when shaded, and that is honestly the case. But the front of the car, I just can't see any marks at all. It is absolutely pristine there. Near side of the vehicle, passenger side, and it is just mirror smooth. There is not an indentation. I can't see anything anywhere on there. Front two wheels have Bridgestone tyres on, top brand tyres, alloy absolutely perfect, and that's the one that takes all the bash in the near side front. There's nothing on it at all. And the remaining panels, it's just been wiped off, it's not even been polished, this car. It's just got a natural lustre about it. Rear wheel again completely unmarked, and again Bridgestone on there. And coming on the back of the car, it's one of my favourite angles for these CR-Vs with the high level spoilers. It is so subtle, but it just adds a real stance to the car, especially with the rear garnish there. Coming around the back again, it's just absolutely unmarked down there. Offside of the vehicle, driver's side, and again it's just pretty much like looking at a new car in the panel work. Absolutely incredible. Offside rear alloy, the only tyre that isn't a Bridgestone is actually a Pirelli, so obviously he's had a puncture or something at some point, but at least he's put a top brand tyre on the car. And then finally, offside front there, all the alloys in absolutely exquisite condition. As I say, for a 7-year-old car, regardless of the mileage, that is one of the very best I've ever seen for that age of mileage. We're coming inside the car now, and this is where, if anything, it gets even more impressive. The man has spent many thousands of pounds on exterior options. He's also done much the same on the interior, also been kept in astonishing condition. It looks almost brand new back here, and I say it's slightly grainy with the time of day and in the shade. It doesn't do justice. Honda accessory, the option, the sort of Velcro sort of storage boxes or pads there as well. It's coming to the back of the car now. Door card, absolutely immaculate. It just looks absolutely as new, as do all the carpeted areas, which of course have a full set of original Honda mats on them. The back of these CR-Vs are generally used for sort of carrying kids about. It hardly looks as though anyone's ever sat in the back of it. It's so clean and fresh back here. Passenger side front now, again door card looks absolutely as new. Footwell areas completely clean and unmarked, and the passenger seat there again, which exhibits virtually zero wear on it. What's lovely again, just little things, sign of pride and ownership. The little seatbelt protectors there with the Honda emblem in them. Clearly an enthusiast has owned this car in every single way. Finally coming to the driver's door card, which again absolutely pristine. Footwell areas, again wonderfully clean, and driver's seat itself, the one that was going to show anywhere at all, shows virtually nothing. Absolutely amazing. So sat inside the car now, engine's running through this section of the video as always to show the dashboard illuminated. Dashboard, you know, I've said it before, and it certainly applies in this case. It looks absolutely as new. It is just got a crispness and freshness to the interior, which comes from careful ownership over the years. Sat nav, I'm just going to close the blind for the panoramic roof so it doesn't pop the car into reverse there for you. You get that lovely gridded rear parking camera, all working exactly as it should. Dual zone climate control system, but it is just astonishing in here. It's one of the easiest cars I've ever had to clean. I wish every single car came in like this one, because it needed virtually nothing doing to it. Dashboard, you can see there, 44,003 miles, no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. But as I said, you know, the video cannot do justice to this one. It's I've been selling CR-Vs for a long time, and rare indeed to find one like this. Just to quickly show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, both here and present with the car. So finally, just to come under this beautifully presented engine bay from Honda, and what's a joy is to see that it's not completely covered in shrouds and everything. You get the amount of space around the engine is amazing. So basic DIY, you're not having to remove panels to do the most, you know, fundamental of things. Right then, this is a road test video, and this hopefully follows on from a walk around video in due course. This is for a Honda CR-V. It's a 2-litre EX manual petrol, registered OU13UZD. Mileage at the start of this road test is 43,996 miles. The way I do the videos, by the way, ordinarily is that I do the road test first and then the walk around second, but the way it's edited, they go the other way around, so hence that's why the mileage will be slightly higher on the walk around video section when I do it hopefully tomorrow. The reason we do these videos very simply is so that anyone that's actually looking at this car in an advert online actually gets to see that very car in operation. We feel it's really important that we show the cars in this manner so that if someone's looking to come long distance, they can do so in with the confidence to know that the car's good, or if there's any issues they get to know about it prior to coming, and that's very important. The road test is also done on part of the road test route any prospective buyer would go on, so the reason for that is it's then representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be offered a test drive on the car. The car itself, as you'll know from the advert and the walk around, is a truly exceptional car. Not only in the equipment that it's been lavished upon it as options, but also in the way it's been looked after, because it has been simply loved. Driving the car only reinforces that. It just feels absolutely as new to drive. It is so tight, it's unbelievable. Engine starts, of course, absolutely instantly. It settles to completely smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard relating to the engine or any other part of the car. Having said that, I think the low fuel light probably will ping on any second, because I'm down to 32 miles. So obviously I'll drop more fuel soon, get rid of that if it comes on. But the engine is just typical Honda. It is a wonderful engine in simply every way. The bits people expect from Honda, obviously reliability and longevity, well, they're there. I mean, this particular engine is one of the toughest engines ever manufactured. It is an incredibly long-lasting engine with just the normal servicing, you know, not necessarily the servicing this has had, which has been absolutely astonishing on the car. They're cam chain driven, no cam belts to worry about, but a lovely engine to use day in, day out. It's got a lovely, smooth, wonderfully engineered feel to it. Loves to rev if you want it to, and has a lovely kind of snarl and induction noise as it does so. You know, not necessarily in keeping with an SUV. It's very refined, by the way, so don't think that's intrusive. It isn't. But when you put your foot down and go, it really likes to rev. So like now, it's just a really fabulous engine. Also very economical as well, by the way. I've had a few of these and regularly exceeded 40 miles per gallon in them. Certainly on longer runs, that's very easy indeed. Engine then feeds through clutch and into gearbox. Clutch on the car, absolutely perfect. Bite point's exactly where it's meant to be. It's lovely and smooth in actuation. And the gearbox is, again, simply brilliant. It's what I love in a gearbox. It's kind of slightly weighty, but it's precise, it's short in throw, really, really accurate in the way it goes about its business. And there's zero wear in the linkage. It just feels exactly as it did when it came off the production line. But it's a lesson to other manufacturers in how to do gearboxes, in all honesty. Steering on the car, what they've done is they've given you a really nicely weighted power steering system that makes the car feel really solid and secure on the road. It's very precise. You don't have to turn the wheel much to get the car turning, and it flows through corners really, really nicely. The chassis follows really faithfully, with very little sort of pitching and wallowing, which you get with so many cars of this type. I mean, Honda should know, how to do it. The CR-V is the best-selling SUV in the world, so it comes as no surprise they got that part of it absolutely spot on. But if you remember anything from this video, you'll remember this part is just how tight this car feels and how new it feels in every actuation and every input from the steering, the suspension, everything about it it feels like it's hardly turned a wheel. Steering exhibits no vibrations or wobbling at speed. Track's absolutely bullet straight, doesn't vary at all on the car. And the suspension, when you go over a bump like that, there's no kind of nasty chatterings or knocking noises coming from underneath the vehicle, which I wouldn't expect on a Honda of this age, but we do check it for that. Brakes on the car, if you give them a good old shove, they're really powerful. There's no vibrations or pulsing coming back through the brake pedal at all, so everything's exactly as it's meant to be in that respect. Just coming to a bit of a stop now while the carriers cross the road. We are very much a rural garage. The interior of the car, I mean, it's amazing how this car has been kept, because it just looks almost as new in here. It really does. Dashboards are fantastic, of course. They've got loads of equipment, but what it doesn't do, it doesn't phase at all. It's just very simple to get in, jump in and drive and use the equipment it's got, which is all working perfectly, by the way. You can see sat nav there. Climate control system is pumping out absolutely ice cold air, and it's particularly hot today. It's a lovely day, but quite humid as well, so that's all working as it should. And it is dual zone, so different temperatures side to side are available as well. The quality of the switch gears, I always say on the CR-V videos and on Honda videos, is brilliant and shouldn't be underplayed, really. It's it's designed to last many years and hundreds of thousands of miles and feel the same at those sorts of mileages, and it does. I mean, we've got one in stock which has done nearly 100,000 miles. It doesn't feel any different to this, which feels like new, but it's got a rubbery click action to it. Just really premium quality, which is why they're so sought after second hand. Dash in front, simple, legible, easy to read. Temperature gauge running at a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda car, and obviously the car's been running for quite some time now, so clearly up to full operating temperature. Steering wheel looks and feels absolutely as new in hand. All the functions, everything working exactly as they're meant to as well. This is a four-wheel drive version, by the way, although you'll note there are no buttons to press to engage or disengage the four-wheel drive, because it does it all for you. It's completely automatic. Honda worked out incredibly quickly that, in all honesty, most people driving these cars will be driving as I am today, on perfectly good roads and perfectly good conditions, so there's no point having four-wheel drive constantly whirring away, because unfortunately all that does is it puts a lot of mechanical stress through the car, and lots of frictional losses, meaning more fuel being used, and also more tyre wear. This basically, if you lose grip with the front wheels, let's say on ice or snow or a bit of mud, it detects it absolutely instantly and brings in the four-wheel drive, the rear wheels, to give you four-wheel drive with a wonderfully smooth transition. It is brilliant in the way it works, and we've got one, and I tow a caravan with ours, and I've never come close to getting stuck with one. And the beauty of the system, of course, is its simplicity gives it its reliability, because they are bomb-proof in that sense. We just, 20 plus years of selling these, and we've never so much put a spanner near any of them. It's a really clever system.
As I said at the start of the video, the point of it is just to show the car in operation. This car, I hate saying it because it is so cliched, but it just feels like brand new to drive. But if anyone's lucky enough to come and see it and hopefully buy it, they'll know exactly what I mean if they get an opportunity to drive the car. As always though, if you've got any questions about the vehicle, don't hesitate, do give us a call.